What up, homeboys? Another day, another disaster of optimization has been discovered. So this is a quick one because it is something that is confirmed, but it is not known if it is a myth or not that is affecting performance. So basically, there is a bug which is literally a typo in a file of the game that is supposedly messing with textures and affecting performance. So I am in the game right now because I want to show you the baseline to see if there's actually a result, a change when we change this. But I am running at 45 FPS right now in this area. I am in the entrance to the oil well. It's kinda laggy, not gonna lie. So we just go around here. Yeah, it's then like 50, 45. If I move the camera, of course, you know this game, when you move the camera, FPS drops a lot in Monster Hunter Wilds because of how textures work. Let's see. It's going at 40, 40 something. It's not terrible. It's going fine. There was a patch today. If we go to the settings, you can see that we are still on the old DLSS. DLSS 4 is still not enabled. So we are going to see what happens with that. They are going to have to update that at some point. Nvidia did the work, okay? Like, I am running DLSS 4, but I'm using like a driver override. I made an entire video on that, by the way. This is not from the game. This is actually from the Nvidia app that is doing DLSS 4. It's really weird that they didn't put it in the game, but I digress, okay? Here's the news. In the config.ini file of this game, the configuration file, as it says, like this is where all your settings are stored. I think there is also like some Steam settings that get like... It gets stored in your Steam account somehow, but this is where you get all the graphical settings. It's a little text file that has all the settings. What we are gonna do is we're gonna open this little config.ini file on the notepad. Just a text file, okay? It says .ini, but it is just text. And here's the thing that they discovered in the ini file. I feel like I should show you here because this is the guy that discovered it, Beep Boop. In the Steam forums, he found a typo in the config.ini file. It is this guy. And he claims that he gave him an FPS boost. Fixing the misspelling gave me a performance boost from what I can tell. So that's what we're gonna do now. Right here, this little text. Minimum streaming texture resolution equals minimum texture resolution. This is the typo, right? They wrote resolution wrong. So streaming texture means like the textures that get loaded. I am not entirely sure what's the difference between actual texture resolution and streaming texture resolution. From my understanding, streaming means that like it gets loaded into the VRAM. Can somebody tell me in the comments if what's the difference between a streaming resolution and the resolution? I thought it was the same. But anyway, we saw a lot of artifacting in the textures, or sometimes, let's see if my game has an example. My textures are on high, but sometimes you walk to some items, some objects, and they got like a texture that is like purely pixelated PlayStation 2 game. It is very inconsistent in quality for some reason. Okay, like this. You see, this is like a texture straight out of Morrowind, this tent. Why is this so pixelated when my textures are on high? So everybody suspected, I think there was a video from Digital Foundry, that there was a problem with streaming textures. The textures were not loaded in an efficient or correct manner. So this could be the origin of the bug. So we're gonna test it, okay? Streaming texture, we're gonna correct it right now. Resolution. Actually, we can just copy the entire parameter like this. There we go. So now it's correctly typed. We're gonna save this. And we are gonna restart the game. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, I tried to open the game and it crashed. Actually, it happens sometimes if I try to load the game when I got OBS open. For some reason, it's really stupid, but it keeps happening. It's been a thing since the benchmark. It didn't happen in the beta. But we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I think it happens when I try to Alt-Tab out of the game when it's loading, which is super weird. Pretty stupid if you ask me. I am running, for reference, so you got to see that in the start of the video, at 3060 NVIDIA. I am encoding with NVENC. It should have a very minimal impact to my performance that I am recording this on OBS because they got an encoding chip to handle all of that now. But there is something that makes this game doesn't like OBS. It really doesn't. Okay, let's load in. Look at my character, by the way. Pretty handsome, right? I got swag, bro. Okay, so now we are in the same situation as before with the text file changed. I am running at... Okay, this is not good. Okay, there we go. That was weird. So we are running at 45, 46 FPS. It seems to be about the same as before. Same area, but we're gonna check out the thing that I was very curious to check out here. Once again, I got textures on high resolution. If we go right here... No, it seems like the textures are about the same. Let's see, let's try to spin around a little bit here. Okay, I am coasting at the same 40 FPS. I don't know if it's because I got more VRAM, I got a 3060 12GB, but some more powerful cards, the 4060, they put 8GB on it, like what a slap on the face by Nvidia doing that. But the 4060, which is a more powerful graphics card, is having a harder time running this game now than mine. It's weird. I am not experiencing those issues, maybe your mileage is gonna vary, but I do not see a meaningful change from fixing that ENI file. So I think we're gonna call this meat busted. I wanted to make this video because I saw it everywhere on the internet, and even though there is a typo, the typo was very much real. I thought there wouldn't be like any difference because it's the minimum resolution, right? Like, if anything, like having a broken minimum resolution should mean that there is no minimum and everything could look crappier but perform better, not the opposite around. So I don't know where people came up with that. I think it's just placebo, honestly. If you want to fix it, you might as well fix it. There's nothing wrong with that, but as far as I can tell you, there is no significant change into how the game is running. Maybe there is some texture glitches that are gonna not happen anymore when you do that. I am not sure. But yes, this is just like one of those haha moments. Capcom shipped a game with a typo on it and they never checked the files. That's so silly. I get it. If you got an 8GB graphics card, I would really like to know what's your experience with this. Like, if it actually does any difference. You might as well try it and tell me in the comments. I am kinda curious. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.